What if one person could be a movie star, a television favorite, and still surprise people many years later with just a few photos? That is exactly what happened with Cybill Shepherd. When these pictures started spreading, many fans were shocked, some were curious, and others could not stop talking about them. These photos made people look twice and then look again. But why did they create so much buzz? Was it only about how she looked, or was there something deeper behind the reaction? Many people stayed interested because the story behind these photos was more meaningful than it first appeared. Cybill Shepherd is not a new name in the entertainment world. She became famous many years ago and was known for her strong screen presence and confident personality. From movies to television shows, she built a career that lasted for decades. Many people remember her from popular series where she played bold, smart, and outspoken characters. As time passed, most fans expected her to live a quiet life away from the camera, but that is not what happened. When certain photos of Cybill Shepherd appeared, people were surprised. These images showed her in a way that many did not expect. They were bold, open, and left very little hidden. Social media reacted quickly, and comments started appearing from everywhere. Some people praised her confidence, while others were shocked that she would share such images at this stage of her life. A few even questioned why she would do it at all. Still, one thing was clear: everyone was talking about her again. The reason these photos stood out was not only because of how she looked, but because of the message behind them. Cybill Shepherd did not seem to care about age rules or social expectations. She appeared comfortable being herself and showed that confidence does not disappear with time. In a world where many people believe only the young can be bold, these photos challenged that idea. They showed that self-belief does not have an ending point. For some viewers, this was inspiring, and for others it was surprising, but it started an important conversation. The internet can be loud, and reactions came from all sides. Fans shared mixed opinions. Some said she looked fearless and honest, while others felt uncomfortable seeing a familiar face in such a raw way. There were also people who defended her strongly and said she had every right to express herself in her own way. Many younger viewers became curious and wanted to know more about who she was and why she mattered so much. This led them to search for her past work, bringing fresh attention to her long career. These photos were not just images. They reminded people that stars are human too. They grow older, they change, and they gain life experience. Cybill Shepherd did not try to hide that. Instead, she seemed to accept it fully, and that honesty made the photos powerful. They were not meant to please everyone. They were a personal choice, and sometimes that is what makes something unforgettable. The story behind these photos also teaches an important lesson. Society often places limits on people, especially as they grow older. Cybill Shepherd's photos pushed back against those limits and showed that confidence comes from inside, not from approval. It also reminded people that judging someone quickly is easy, but understanding their journey takes effort. Her long career, her challenges, and her experiences all helped shape who she is now. Even now, people continue to discuss these photos, not only because they were surprising, but because they started a conversation. They made people think about freedom, expression, and self-worth. For fans, it was a reminder of why they admired her in the first place. For critics, it became a moment to reflect on their own opinions. For new viewers, it became an introduction to a woman who never followed rules made by others. So the real question remains: were these photos about showing skin? Or were they about showing confidence? The answer depends on how each person sees it. Cybill Shepherd did not ask for permission. She made a choice, and the world reacted. One thing is certain: these photos proved that being true to yourself can still capture attention, and that is why people are still watching, still talking, and still curious, because sometimes one photo can tell a much bigger story than words ever could.